Yo, I have a crazy idea, guys. What if we make Tetris into a third-person shooter? They called me crazy, but I can see the writing on the walls, and the L block is definitely our sniper. That was probably the same amount of thought process that went into Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1. Hot off the process of PvZ1, a global phenomenon, and let's be honest, a truly innovative game in the tower defense genre. In the sequel made by the new license holders of EA, this game franchise was on top of the world. Merch, books, a stupid ass card game. This was quickly becoming one of the biggest franchises in gaming. But let's give it some flack. The zombies don't have guns, so it's a D tier franchise at best. Well, no, I love being stupid. Basically, ever since EA bought the studio of PopCap, they were working on PvZ Shooter, which is a healthy mix of fucking stupid and awesome. I can just imagine the day after the acquisition, they had a big old board meeting and just showed this. Ah, what the fuck? It's everywhere. Believe it or not, translating this stupid cute thing into Captain Price wouldn't be easy in any way. Pea shooters seem to get the most love, seeing as that is kind of their poster boy for the series. Even though I think anything that isn't just the pea shooter that we have in game is an abomination for one reason or another. Funnily enough, the cactus and sunflower seem to be a lot easier design wise. The only real struggle with sunflower was what to do with her hand bud thingies. Chomper had to take a bit longer in the oven, but still it was easy to design that face. But not so easy to decide whether they wanted them to spit at people or concuss me. On the other hand, the zombies were dumb easy to design since their base look already kind of fit the mold of a shooter surprisingly well. The engineer turned from skinny Derek to thick luscious, while the all-star's big question was how many roids do we have to pump into him. The foot soldier and scientists were pretty easy as well. Their big questions came more in the form of how do we make these variants? That was the whole history as we know it. Most of the time it was less about how do we want to make this game and more of how much stupid shit can we cram into it before this game goes too far. I think the best way you can see that is with their trailers, which they have a lot of them. But the big key concept they kept coming back to is excluding this abomination of a character and was grittiness. That was what shooters are, and PvZ was determined to flip that on its head. But did it succeed? Iconic, simple, just nice. This is a beautifully done intro to just show what the game is about, while also showing the odd but really appealing art direction this game went for. It's smooth, not too realistic, and very fun. Now hopping into the game, oh boy, what should I check out first? More? You can change some settings, put in some codes, play the credits. You even have this surprisingly fun and in-depth manual that is actually a pretty good time to just read through. How about we talk about our characters now? Pea Shooter, he is our all-rounder, not really, who has a pretty versatile and good well-rounded ability set. You know, a good splash primary, a high damage and accurate turret, high splash, and a bit harder to land beam bomb, and hyper for some mobility. For plants, I see people gravitate to this one a lot more than the others because of his easy playstyle and complete and utter bullshit. See, if you really want to, you could, hop on your pogo stick and just absolutely spam jump and splash any enemy down while in hyper. It is stupid and a dumb playstyle, but hey, it works. Next we chop. Okay, Sunflower, they are our support. She has no mobility but makes up with her constant easy primary that is much like an AR. Her high damage solar flare akin to the Gatling P and the heals she gets from her heal flower and gives with the sunbeam. She's generally a really good and fun character, but the lack of mobility does hurt her quite a bit. Similar to Cactus, our pseudo tank slash sniper, he has a long range sniper shot with a drone that can do high damage drone strikes or just shoot at you from afar. A bit of a tanky element with his walnuts and Johnny! Plus some tackness with his potato mines. And that is our lineup, a pretty good one, more consisting of a lot more ranges characters with being our only pure close-up character. Moving over to our zombabies, we have Foot Soldier, the true stock guy, being John Call of Duty. Even now I can't escape it. He has an amazing AR, which can be good at most ranges that aren't too extremely far. A ZPG that is used for risky jump shots or for the stationary forms of Sneezy and Bashful. Good mostly vertical movement in his rocket jump, plus some cover with stink clouds. Engineer, Resident Sexy Man, is similar to Pea Shooter in his shots being high splash, just now a lot more of a lobber spin on it. So at far ranges, it can be a bitch. Bolt Blast, I mean the Zombot turret, is basically the same as Cactus' garlic drone. Exactly. Stun grenades just eat up all sorts of ass, being the only way to stop the inevitable, and making any character act like Helen Keller. Jackhammer is his mobility of choice, going for pure speed, no verticality. Scientist is the support of this side. Going up close is his forte, with his shotgun gooey cum gun. A nice rap that... Reed Jackson. A nice warp that helps with getting in and out in a cinch. Sticky knees are traps that'll do a shield 50 after activating by a plant coming too close. And the healing station, which is only yours by law, is your personal healing dump. All-Star is the tanky bitch with his LMG infinite ammo but not firing Gatling gun. Input for high damage in a smaller radius than Beam Bomb but much faster detonation time. Walls to help you or others with cover, and a tackle for offense. Never fucking defense. Wait, is that a square? Customization. You can change various elements of your character to make them uniquely yours. Some opt to make something badass, some cute, some God never thought humanly possible. It's great for expressing yourself, but in the heat of the battle, can your hat make up a plan?
Dropping dimes!
Didn't think so. Gesture it up, bitch. Gestures let you communicate, I mean teabag on the field of battle. Yes, you can have moments where you can strategize with these simple movements, but 9 times out of 10, they're purely there as a way to crip walk on the dead bruz. Abilities are also a thing where every single one has an alternate variant. Discount, Chester, fuck, and Chomp. A few of them are a preference, but a lot feel more like better or worse versions of the original. Yet something feels off. Like some sort of unlockable I'm not thinking about. Fuck, is that a goddamn arrow? Alternates. The true beauty of Garden Warfare is this pretty solid framework of characters and grind them up into new variants. Some change the elements they use, others change how your primary and or health works. None fix the $50 I spent getting some actual characters, since money never seems to come in this game.
This some old bullshit.
What's up guys, this is Phantom Operations here, hitting you with a Garden Warfare 1 million coin pack opening. I need some new characters, so let's see what we get. But if you enjoy the content, please consider liking and subscribing. Let's do this! The sticker shop is your one-stop shop for anything and everything cool. It's where you can buy potted plants and resurrected zombies, bling, character upgrades, and abilities. I think I made a bad financial decision. It is cool but not amazing, since I have a lot of gripes with the money system and how it feels like you're wasting time if you're not playing turf. This was my life savings, man. Now where can you see everything you've collected? In the sticker book, of course. The only way you can be truly happy with yourself. My mom's gonna kill me. This was all of our money. And it's hilarious. Shizney characters! You can see your bling, gestures, characters, potted plants, and resurrected zombies, and this bullshit. Do I have to join a cult now? Finally, a good character. These upgrades, as said, upgrade the characters, whether it be damage, reload, or extra cheesy goodness. These all are fucking stupid, because what am I supposed to know when in a match? It doesn't say shit on the customization tab, and more importantly, why give them this slot if it's not customizable? This would do just as well on the select screen at this rate. So we meet again, Mr. Bond. Ayo, you see bullshit? I see a new main. Sticking to BS, in this screen, what in the actual fuck is leveling up for starters? It is all for a class, which makes it feel less like you're getting a new character and more like you're getting extensions, which is lame. And even then, why make you do upwards of 15 and only have 3 be achievable at the same time, creating unnecessarily and stupid slowdown? Ayo, what that mouth do though? And don't get me started on the challenges themselves. Some are way too specific. Killing your nemesis blank times or kill a chomper with sticky grenades thrice. I'm convinced they made this system knowing you need to skip half of it. Just as stupid as a leveling up system that not only has but needs the skips to make it tolerable. Give me a second, guys. Hey, Mom. I spent all the money, but don't be mad. I got Dr. Toxic. Okay. How does the game actually play? Well, let's begin with Find Garden Ops. It's a game mode, alright. You pick a plant along with up to 3 other people, you fight your way through all sorts of basic zombies, big boy zombies, and biggest boy zombies, all while defending your garden, and with these nice little potted plants as well. This is genuinely a fun time, with a lot to make it feel fun and fresh, whether it's with the characters you choose, map, difficulty, or just whatever BS that happens. Every 3 rounds you get a cool new challenge that will have you going around trying to complete an objective like killing certain targets, interacting with objects, or contracting aids for some extra coinage. Every 5th round you get a boss spinner. You spin it and you can get a horde of zombies, bling, tombstones, and a variety of bosses. And if you roll 3 of the same type, I'm sorry. You escape and have a jolly good time. It's good fun, kind of annoying how half of the cast is out of reach, but hey, it could be worse. Love was poured in this game mode, and even though I wish you could somehow fight more rounds or have actual companions when alone, I think it's well designed fun. That is a great bonus for the multiplayer. Why the fuck is it the first thing we get to do? Like it's the main game mode. I also would say that it is also tapered down by the fact that this is all you can do as a single player option. Like yeah, it's fun and somewhat replayable, but having that be the only option, it's kind of stupid. But what isn't is multiplayer. Since we're new, let's do the welcome mat, a fun game mode where you can only play the base characters. Weird. How about we do Taco Bandits? You get the taco, bring it to your side, simple but really fun, with a nice length, game timer. Okay, weird. What the? Suburban Nation like Domination. What the fuck? Vanquish confirmed. Gnome Bomb. Fucking mixed mode. So you can't reasonably get any game mode besides sometimes Team Vanquish, but usually just Garden and Graveyards. I think it would be nice to have like a global user sort of dealio, so you could kind of see if there are any game modes being played But even then, luckily, the two bests are still more than playable. Team Vanquished doesn't need explaining. You vanquish the other team, first to 50 wins. If you revive a player, they get brought back, which can be annoying because you can get some of those games where the team is just doing so much worse than you, but they have the power of bumming on their side, so they win it. Keeps it interesting, but it can be a bit much sometimes. That's my only real gripe though. To be fair, Gardens, Graveyards, and or Turf is the definitive game mode. It has you going from objective to objective, capturing each one as the zombies and holding it on lock for the plants. Zombies can spawn minions to hinder or capture the point, and plants can make potted plants to stop advances all the same.
I swear to God, no! No! Fuck!
Engineers get a cool new purpose by being the only class who can make teleporters, helping the long walk not feel so daunting. These are between 5 and 7 objectives, the last objective being a cool and grandiose final push where the zombies have to do a different, more unique objective and plants need to stop them. Even though this game mode can sometimes suck dick, and the fucking boss mode is useless, and not even really cool, I'll be honest. The premise is cool enough on paper maybe, but you're playing a more PvZ game mode basically by collecting sun or brains and helping your team out with airstrikes, resurrections, healing, and whatnot. But god, does it suck. You don't get to see the battlefield, so you're basically watching static images fly around the whole time, which is just so fun. The abilities are fucking weak, especially if you're in Turf. EA, do you really think I want to be watching this the whole game? Fuck yeah, I do. Oh shit. Is that all the game? Is that it? Yeah. That's the game. An 11-year-old game that got way too much success that it deserved, at least for a concept. This game's concepts were grim. It was going against the norm and doing something fun and wacky in a genre that PvZ had no reason to be in. I do have my frustrations. And some characters, Super Commando, the Law and Agent P duo, and Hell Incarnate, can be annoying, but I love it. This game not only hit a spot that needed hitting for a while, but did it amazingly. The concept of a core character that branched out into multiple variants that change speed, health, ability, gun, or element is genius beyond all accounts. The packs are fun, even though the amount of coins makes it rough. It is wildly more fun than any other loot box types, in my opinion. The imminent failure was the perception. It seemed impossible for a shooter to just be fun, especially at the time. But the success was how they handled it, and how they innovated to make the silly and fun aspects more fun. The game is not even close to a 10 out of 10 though. Maybe like a 5 out of 10. Like I said, faults. The level up system, trash, and makes them feel less like separate entities and more of like an extension of a character. The fact that zombies can't defend in Turf or Ops makes you feel like the game can be very one-dimensional and kind of flat at times. And let's be honest, the game is unfair and unbalanced. In some ways that feels very obscene. I don't think a game like this should be perfectly balanced. I just think that some of it is just overtuned to the point that it can be unfun. Plus, when you're looking at the sequel, probably the best video game sequel ever made, yeah, I'm gonna stop because, well, but you'll just have to wait until that talk or time or whatnot. Oh shit, Tetris Warfare got approved.